video on buttermilk pancakes. So I made homemade butter the other day, and I had some buttermilk left over as a byproduct, and I kind of thought I could turn it into soda bread, or we could have pancakes for breakfast. So let's give it a go. 300 milliliters of the buttermilk from the pancakes, from the butter, and an egg in there. Give that a quick whisk, and then we've got 175 grams worth of self-raising flour, which is the flour that you use to make cakes, and then there is a tablespoon of sugar in there, a pinch of salt, and a tablespoon of caster sugar, which is like fine sugar. Baking. So we'll mix those all together. I'm trying to cut down and wash it up. I don't want to make a lot of washing up. And because of the baking powder, we kind of need to crack on with this because it'll want to start rising. So we have to make it and then use it straight away. So we've got to mix around. That'll be fine. So the pan's already on. I suppose butter would have been better in the pan, but I've got olive oil, and that'll be fine. It's a mild one. Oh, and I'm going to sneeze. Turn that up a bit. Knew I was going to sneeze. And then I'm going to put on them. I haven't got any syrup or anything like that, but I have got some honey that some friends gave me. So we're going to have them with honey. I'll decide if I want that batter a little bit thicker. Probably wanted the pan hotter. We'll do that one in a sec and see what happens. I'm expecting them to go fluffy because of the self-raising flour, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. And I want coffee. Sorry, that's the microwave. Alright, okay, that's going to be fine. Hopefully they won't touch. There we go, it's fluffing up. Excellent. I did have a taste of the buttermilk before we started, and okay, I need to blow my nose. I was looking at buttermilk before I started this, and buttermilk you buy is not really kind of like buttermilk that you get from making butter. It's more of a fermented thing, so it's a little bit sour. So we'll kind of see how these turn out. And maybe I'll have to buy some buy some buttermilk, and then can I do a bit of a comparison. But it just tasted like tasted a little bit milky. That was just a little bit more creamy. So I don't know if you could just sour some milk and add a bit of cream to it, and then pretend that was buttermilk. Because that's what I do when I make soda bread. The cheapest way to make it is just to sour some milk with some vinegar or some lemon juice. That's what we wanted. There we go. Turn that down a bit. might just finish them off with a bit of butter. I think the sign when they're ready to flip is when they start getting the big bubbles. I think that's the sign. A little bit longer. Actually, throw in a little bit of butter in the pan. See, the second one's always better. Getting that lovely smell of nut brown butter as well. Although the only problem with throwing butter in the pan is that it wants to burn. Ah, that's better. Look at that one. Better with a bit of butter. So, let's give it a taste. That's really nice. That's really nice. I don't know if you get the same kind of, if you actually need to have the buttermilk. Or you could just make a slightly thicker batter. But delicious. Actually, I think I can taste the buttermilk. They're delicious. A winner. I have discovered something with the pancakes. They are delicious. I didn't have them with honey. I had them with cream and some of the strawberry jam that I've been faffing with. And it's very nice. I don't necessarily think you need to use buttermilk. But if you've got it, use it. But you don't have to. But what I was thinking was, as these cooked, they're a bit thin. So what I did was, I topped them up. So, pour your pancake batter in, like that. Wait until the bit of an outside crust has formed. Turn that down just slightly. We don't want to cook them too quick. They burn a lot easier than normal pancakes because they've got sugar in them. So you just have to be a little bit careful. But as the lip forms around the outside, then you can just go around and you can top up the centres with a bit more mixture. Not too much, because you don't want it spilling out on the sides too much. Maybe like another tablespoon's worth of mixture. And then we get like a taller pancake. So you might be able to see that the mixture's wanting to spill out over the sides, which is fine, and a little bit's come down there, but it just means you get a taller pancake. Rather than having to add more flour. I suppose you could just make a thicker batter, maybe just have a make a thicker batter. But that kind of method works, where you just pour a little bit more batter on as it cooks, and then wait for the bubbles to start coming through the top, and then we'll give them a flip over. I don't think cooking with butter is a good idea. I think it wants to burn a little bit too easy, does the butter. So any second soon. Just starting to come through. There, and there, and there, and there. And the outsides look like they're going nice and crispy. Alright, we can certainly flip this one over. We just have to be a little bit careful because it's got the mixture on top, which is just still a little bit loose. That's alright. Those bits will crispen up nicely. Turn it down a little bit more. That's probably going to be a better one. And also we get the, because we do it this way, we get some nice crispy bits from the outside. Soft on the inside, crispy on the outside. Right, dare we do that one? No, a little bit longer. There we go. That one's going to be more difficult because it's bigger. I'll use the... There we go. Better. And then we get these nice crispy bits from the outside. Now we'll just flip that one back over because it's got a bit of mixture on top. We don't want raw mixture. Although I eat raw cake mixture, but I wouldn't eat raw pancake mixture. And cookie dough mixture, yeah, I'd eat that as well. But not pancake mixture. That's quite strange, isn't it? They're not that dissimilar. Not that dissimilar from each other. You wouldn't eat a pancake mixture milkshake, would you? No. Let's do that flip on that side. There we go, these taller pancakes. Fine. Can just put a bit of butter on these for a bit of luxuriousness. Just spread a bit of butter on top. But I feel like I've eaten, this is 7 pancakes so far, so I've eaten too many pancakes already. I really should be eating these 3. There we go. Nice and cooked on that side. It smells wonderful. I don't know if that's down to the buttermilk. There we go. Oh, and a plate that I've already eaten. There we go. Buttermilk pancakes. And if you add just a little bit more mixture as they're cooking, you get bigger pancakes, which is, in this case, always a good thing.